Like millions of Americans, Jalen Bailey was devastated by COVID, but not because she got sick.
We haven't just been living through the pandemic. We've been living through the pandemic while wondering every night when we go to sleep if we're going to have a roof over our heads the next night.
Bailey is a freelance screenwriter in an industry halted by the shutdown. Left without a gig, she fell behind on rent and says she's constantly worried about being kicked out.
You've looked at the camping gear in your garage.
Yeah,
as
we've
a
checked
possible
it.
Shelter.
Yeah, we've checked it to make sure that there's no rips and tears in it and that sort of thing. I am someone who did make all the right choices, and it still happened to me because a couple of months of bad luck, you know. And so if it can happen to me, I know it can happen to anyone.
In California, nearly 1 million renters are $4,700 behind on rent. But even with eviction protections extended nationwide, renters will still be on the hook for what they owe.
If we basically too quickly remove tenant protections before people are able to get back to work, we're just going to create the conditions for an eviction tsunami and for a massive and frankly uncontrollable rise in homelessness.
To stop that from happening, state officials say they've announced an unprecedented $5 billion rescue package for renters that would pay off 100% of rent for tenants who can prove financial hardship from the pandemic and make less than 80% of median income where they live.
I think the alternative would be that eviction cliff that everybody keeps talking about, and seeing, you know, thousands and thousands of people evicted for non-payment of rent. But I think it makes more sense to go ahead and provide housing to people and make sure that they are able to stay in their housing, and then to do what we can to you know, help out landlords who have suffered from COVID-19, as well as tenants who have suffered from COVID-19.
The money comes from federal aid and an unexpected budget surplus. California's current relief plan pays up to 80% of back rent, but tenants say it's hard to apply and landlords say it's hard to get paid.
If the owners are relying upon that money to pay mortgage and property taxes and insurance and maintenance, our owners have to dip into other reserves to make sure those obligations get paid.
A way forward offering a little peace of mind.
It will absolutely set people's lives back on course again.
In a time of immense uncertainty,
I would wake up with joy and with hope and purpose for getting back to my life. I want to work. I had a great life before this, and I desperately want it back. And I want my partner to be safe and healthy.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.